Good morning friends, your wait is now over. As was told in our previous video, yet another directive has been issued by the Honorable High Court yesterday evening, and we the team NGO Enabler have compiled a detailed understanding of the same. This directive seems to be a welcome step for all the stakeholders, considering that within the ambit of 145 schools covered by the previous orders, even certain minority institutions are included. Their constitutional rights have been asserted by the Honorable High Court. Discussing first about CNI schools, though their minority rights have been given the due recognition by the court, they have also been asked to set up a committee, as was mentioned in the previous order, that will consist of the head of the school, 3 senior teachers and 3 members of parents representatives, in the event of which they will not have to submit their copies of their accounts to the expert committee set up by the court initially, and their case has also been adjourned to Wednesday 16th September. Coming back to other schools, different issues have been raised by different schools in their submission, as was also pointed out by us. One of the issue raised was about the modality of the composition of the parents representatives. Some of the schools have also said that waivers have already been given to the students, and some were of the view that it should be given only to those whose parents are facing economic hardships. But it would become very arbitrary if each request is considered. So the Honorable High Court have hanged on to their earlier direction of setting up the committee by individual schools, wherein such committees shall mutually decide as to what quantum of fees can be reduced. As regards selection of parents representatives is concerned, it has been proposed by the court to do it by lottery system. It has also been suggested that selection of parents can be done from different groups of classes, such as one each from primary, secondary and higher secondary classes. However, it will be very interesting to see how feasible it will be for the schools to do so. But the question related to confidentiality and compromise of independence on disclosure of financials before the parents committee still remains unanswered. So now let's discuss what has been expected from the committee. In case the certain quantum of fees have already been reduced or waived, it can be kept status quo. Or in case the committee feels that such quantum of concession have to be revisited and increased further, it can be so decided. Or in case the quantum of concession in fees so already provided seems to be more, considering the financial position of the school, it can be revised again and reduced further also. So basically, in this version of the directive, it seems that the committee that will be set up by the schools have been given the complete authority to decide and suggest the court of the ballpark percentage of reduction in fees. What we have been telling from our first video itself, that each school have to be seen differently on the basis of financial situation prevailing therein, and a generic order should not be passed, have also been specifically opined this time by the court in this directive. So it will be really interesting to see how things turn up, and for that stay tuned to our channel and subscribe to get a latest update for NGOs. I am Ashish Agarwal, the founder of NGO Enabler, signing it off for you. Thank you.